Hello, my name is Savannah Brightwell, and today I will be doing my informative speech over black holes. Did you know that it took 8 of the world's most powerful and technologically advanced cameras to take a picture of a black hole? They could have just taken a picture of my bank account if they wanted one. We all revolve around a black hole. Did you know that? At the center of the Milky Way, our galaxy is a black hole. If you didn't know what it was called, it's called Sagittarius A. It's one of the most ginormous, supermassive black holes that there is, and we're all just rotating around it. Ever since I was a little girl, I have always loved space. Space has always been my thing. I have a space poster at the back of my room. I would always go to the library, and I'd remember that I would be checking out books, and I'd be watching documentaries in my childhood home. Even to this day, I will still go outside, and I'll look at the stars and think about our infinite expanding universe. Black holes are an enigma. Their creation story and their death is what gives them the vast properties that make them such a deadly element in the universe. Today I will be discussing what makes a black hole, the properties it has, and the effects it has on us and the universe. So what exactly is a black hole, you may be wondering? Well, in order to paint you a picture, a black hole is a hole in space that creates a suction force dragging any matter it has, especially light, into it. We don't exactly know, and scientists don't know what happens whenever you go into a black hole. There are theories. Stephen Hawking and Albert Einstein have created multiple theories over what could happen. And according to space.com, one of the first telescopes has been discovered to take a picture of the black hole. The Event Horizon Telescope. Now you may be wondering, how did this even happen? What makes this telescope so special? The fact that it could detect dark matter and the dragging force of the black hole is why this telescope is so special. The black hole, you cannot tell that it is visible in space because it doesn't emit any light. So the scientists had to start getting creative. They decided that when they take the picture, this looks abnormal. They were trying to take a picture of a star. Instead, a star was being sucked into it, which makes a black hole. Now, there are different properties and different sections of the black hole. There is the singularity, which in the hole is the infinite point of density, which means we don't know everything about this phenomenon, but we're still learning to this day. But we do know that it will drag in and create a suction force and a power vacuum to where any matter that goes in will be eliminated and crushed. Along with the singularity, which I'll rephrase again, is the point of infinite density, which is what scientists predict. There's also the proton sphere, which when you think of a hole, it's going to be the black matter on the inside, which is what you would fill in if you were drawing a dot. There is also the assertion disk, which in photos like right here has the light being drawn in because the black hole is not just a two-dimensional shape, it's a 3D matter, maybe even going into the 4th dimension, which is what Albert Einstein's theory of general relativity covers. The theory involves time dilation, which is what has been studied and mathematics have been proven and created. With this study, Sagittarius A, our black hole at the center of our Milky Way, if we were to spend 1 minute on the edge of it, 700 Earth years would pass by. Isn't that crazy? That is actually amazing. All the math and all of the brains to this interesting phenomenon and concept, it just still blows my mind to this day. And somehow, we together, all of everyone living on Earth, are just revolving around this mass. And all of us are just living our lives learning about science, learning about the studies, and learning about all the knowledge of space, expansion, and time. The black hole is very important. It's created by a supernova explosion, which is whenever a star goes into the phase of the red giant, and then it can turn into a supernova to either go into a white dwarf or a black hole, which in this case, Sagittarius A went into a black hole, a supermassive one. The death is very important of a black hole as well. With the death, it's just a slow burnout. With the suction force, we don't know where it leads, but scientists can only think that it slowly burns out and doesn't just infinitely keep going and sucking matter in. The singularity, the infinite point of density, and the proton sphere and the acceleration, all of this, parts of the black hole, is crucial. But knowing the beginning and the end of it is truly what makes us know the history about it and what to expect in the future. I do have one last corny joke for you. And the other day, I was arguing with the black hole. They're a great conversationalist, but they're really dense.